Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Kiwi, and today I'm here to reveal most of my opinions for the 2016 NA LCS season coming up in about a week. With a bunch of old players retiring and new players coming in from all around the world, the rosters are stronger than they have ever been before. So we should be able to expect an intense season with a lot of competition. Now, without further ado, here are my power rankings for the spring split. Coming into the 10th spot, we have Team Impulse. This team has been an NA wildcard team since 2015 due to taking over LMQ's lineup, remodeling it, and making it as strong as possible. But now they lost their entire roster with only one sub to remain on their lineup. Since they failed to sell their LCS spot, they are currently unprepared to take on another split, so they just made up some random throwaway team to remain in the LCS. With this team, I predict a repeat of Coast LCS run in the 2015 spring split. I guess, as Dyer said in his power ranking video, time to cheese the hell out of them, boys. So coming in at number 9, we have Renegades. So Renegades is a huge question for me this split. Though winning the challenger scene, their games weren't exactly dominating wins. But even so, Renegades has a ton of hype surrounding their intro to the LCS. Alex, Stitch, and Crumbs are still relatively good players who may be able to outshine their past, and with the addition of Freeze in replace of Maple Street, their team has become a lot stronger. The real question is, will they be able to hold out against some of the new insanely strong rosters held by the top tier teams? At number 8, we have Team Dignitas. Although providing a decent performance at IEM last month, their teamwork still seems to be in disarray. This season, having replaced 3 of their players, it's questionable if they will be able to create a solid foundation for their teamwork considering their clear lack of an efficient coaching staff. Though, I must admit, all of their team members are definitely capable and eager to prove their worth as a pro. It should be interesting to see how they will do this split. Taking the 7th spot, we have Echo Fox. So similar to Renegades, this team is quite the mystery. Considering how this team was just recently created, their teamwork will most likely start off a little bit disconnected. But even so, with Froggen and Keith, they may be able to throw something together. The only issues I have with this lineup are the other 3 positions. KFO's coming in fresh to the competitive scene and adding 2 challenger scene tier players. We will have to see if they are able to hold their own. Claiming the number 6 spot, we have Team Liquid. Even though this team won the summer split back in 2015, I feel like their roster changes are going to hit them harder than expected. With the loss of Quast, they have lost their carry consistent top laner. In replace, they choose a complete unknown from the challenger scene in NA, called Lorlo. They also replaced X Special with Smoothie. Though I don't believe this is a major change, the teamwork and understanding they built with X Special is now completely gone, and they have to completely restart with Smoothie. Also, with Locodoco coming in as head coach, we'll have to see if he can come off of the bad rep he gained with TSM and make a strong attempt to reclaim his spot as the split's best coach, which he achieved back in the 2015 spring split. Coming at the 5 spot, we have Counterlogic Gaming. By kicking Doublelift and Pobelter, the team has lost 2 of the biggest carries and threats that they had. Now, they have some stuff to prove. With a surprisingly good performance at IEM San Jose, I think we can still expect a decent season from CLG. He has always been praised as a good mid laner, and Stixxay seems to work well with Afro in the bot lane. All they have to do is refine their in-game decisions and macro play without the veterans they had before. I think this roster will be completely hit or miss this season, so if they are able to pull off their lineup, they will definitely place top 5. Coming in 4th place, we have NRG eSports. This team is the biggest wonder of them all in NA. By taking Coast team, rebranding, and remaking their roster completely, we have a lineup that's scary as hell to look at. At face value, each of these players are super talented, known for their amazing gameplay in their respected regions. With Impact and GBM joining forces, the possibilities are endless. Although knowing these 2 players are individually talented, the real question is how the other 3 players are able to hold up. For Apollo, I believe he is a dependable, consistent AD carry if applied resources to get going, but for the others' sake, I'm interested to see if they will be able to make names for themselves in NA. You may hear great things about these guys, but if they can't bring it to the stage, the team will probably fall apart. Taking 3rd place, we have CloudNine. With a rough summer split being placed all the way down in 7th place, this team needed to make changes in order to become as dominant as they used to be. With Lemon and Meteos leaving CloudNine as players, their replacements have some really big shoes to fill. I see no problems with their new jungler because with Rush, he is insanely aggressive in the early game, just like Meteos, so I think the transition will be quite easy. But the only issue I have with the team is their serious lack of high, because I consider him the team's glue. Whenever he's taken off the roster, the team seems to fall apart and dismantle, and the moment he is added back, the team actually plays like a team again. If High cannot teach Bunny Fufu how to shot call like as efficient as he does, then the efficiency of the team will fall apart once again, and they will need High to return, although he isn't a real support main, so they won't actually have a real support, which is what they're going to need in order to succeed in this region. So for my second place, I chose Immortals. First off, I would like to say how freaking scary this roster is. They have Fnatic's top and jungle, TSM's ADC, CLG's mid, and TIP support. All of these players were highly respected on their previous teams. Some may be underappreciated, some overhyped. With the creation of this team, I feel as if they will be able to correctly accent each other's gameplay to the fullest of their abilities. Huni is very good at being the ideal tank carry / damage tank that is ideal for team play. Rainover has always been a great jungler in every aspect. Pellbelter's a reliable mid lane carry, and Turtle and Adrian is a perfect aggressive bot combo that is likely to win lane in most of their games. The only thing this team has to do is improve on teamwork and to not get complacent with their current state as players. So for my number 1 spot, I had to go with TSM. Now I know this may seem like a bandwagon pick, but I believe this is very justifiable. TSM removed a total of 4 starting players this year, and each of them were replaced by someone better than they were. Focusing on the bot lane, Doublelift and Yellowstar were not only the captains of their teams, but they were also the best players from their respective teams. I believe that this may be the strongest bot lane in NA. Also, they had Hanser in the top lane, which is a definite upgrade from Dyrus, and Svenskeren, who was the best jungler in EU back in 2015. At IEM, they had a decent performance. With only 4 days of practice, they were able to 2-0 LGD, but finally they had to lose to Origin 0-2. My only concern is that Svenskeren had somewhat of a shaky performance compared to that of his teammates, so if he can perfect his play and get comfortable with the team, I think this would be the most dominant team in the NA LCS for the 2016 Spring Split. That'll be it for this video. If you liked, leave a thumbs up. It would really help my channel grow, and it would be really well appreciated. Also, if you disagree or just want to have a conversation about any of my picks, leave a comment below and I'll definitely try to respond to them as the best I can. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.